Jimmy Butler is a Golden State Warrior. The Warriors finally have gotten their star they've been so desperate for. And the Miami Heat finally end the Jimmy Butler saga that's been going on for about 2 months now. So this is great for both teams. The Warriors finally get their star player that they've been so desperate for. There's been reports that they've contacted every team's star player in the league, which is just absolutely insane. So let's get straight into the full details of this trade. So the trade details for this trade, the Miami Heat are obviously sending Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, and Kyle Anderson, and a protected first-round pick. My first thoughts on this trade is I think the Golden State Warriors may have overpaid for a player like Jimmy Butler at this point in his career. I know Jimmy Butler is one of the best playoff performers we have ever seen, but I haven't seen it in about 2 to 3 years now. He hasn't really had that signature playoff Jimmy run in about 2 years now, so who even knows if he's still that same player. He is 35 years old. But I really just got to see it. I'm not going to doubt Jimmy Butler because I know who the hell Jimmy Butler is, especially in the playoffs, like I said. But, I got to see it. I got to see it first, and I think the Warriors really did give up a lot. I mean, these are 3 really impactful role players. Andrew Wiggins, we all know about Andrew Wiggins, was a huge part of that 2022 title run. Dennis Schroeder is an amazing player who they actually just got, I think, earlier in the season. I don't even think he's been a Golden State Warrior for 2 months. He was traded from the Brooklyn Nets, and then Kyle Anderson is an amazing role player as well and a protected first-round pick. I just think that's a lot to give up for Jimmy Butler, who's not having that great of a season. Andrew Wiggins is having a similar season to Jimmy Butler, if not better. So I don't know. I got to see it. Hopefully it pays out for the Golden State Warriors, but I mean, this is just a lot to give up, so I'm not too sure on how I feel about this yet, but we'll see. Hopefully it works out for the Golden State Warriors. Here's actually the full trade details because we got way more tweets as, we first got. After the first tweet, we just kept on getting multiple tweets, so this was actually a multi-team trade deal. The Warriors get Jimmy Butler, the Heat get Andrew Wiggins, PJ Tucker, and a first-round pick. The Detroit Pistons get Lindy Waters, Josh Richardson, and a second-round pick. The Utah Jazz are getting Dennis Schroeder, who I believe will probably get waived. Every time the Utah Jazz get an older player, they're sort of like that team that just buys them out, and then they just hit the buyout market like it happened with Westbrook. And then Westbrook ended up signing with the Clippers. You guys remember that? And then the Raptors get Kyle Anderson, which honestly makes no sense because the Raptors are not in contention. I expect him to also possibly be a buyout candidate. But yeah, overall, I think this is I like the trade for the Miami Heat just because you get rid of a disgruntled Jimmy Butler. But the Warriors, I got to see it still, man. I just don't know how to feel it. Like I said, if we're getting that Jimmy Butler from 2 years ago, then hell yeah, this is amazing. And we also got another tweet here. The Golden State Warriors are re-signing Jimmy Butler to a 2-year, $121 million extension. That is $60 million a year for Jimmy Butler. And just look at these stats. Jimmy Butler's not having a great year. He's averaging 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists on decent efficiency. 54% is actually really good from the field. But, I mean, just not this Jimmy Butler that we're accustomed to. He is old. He's out of his prime. He's 35 years old. So to pay a guy $60 million, 35-year-old who's not playing his best basketball, I think it's a little risky. But hopefully it works out for the Golden State Warriors. I mean, you kind of have to go all in Curry's last final years, so I get it. And 2 years is not a long time, but still $60 million for Jimmy Butler. I got to see it, man. I really got to see it. I'm not too, I don't think this was an amazing trade for the Golden State Warriors by any means. We'll see, though. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think about this trade. Golden State Warrior fans, are you happy about this trade? Miami Heat fans, are you happy about this trade? Here's what I want to say about the Miami Heat, though. I feel like they still have 2 all-star caliber players, even after losing Jimmy Butler. And this is going to open up, a spot for them to potentially sign a max player now. Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo are all-star players. Those are the 2 all-star players I'm talking about. If you don't know, Tyler Hero was an all-star. Bam Adebayo has been an all-star for the last couple of years, but wasn't an all-star this year. Having kind of a down year for Bam Adebayo, but he'll pick it up. But honestly, I still like the Miami Heat team, and Andrew Wiggins is an amazing player. Andrew Wiggins is one of the most underrated players in the league to me. I know he kind of has that DeAndre Ayton where he chooses to turn it up sometimes, and then he has like an off switch, which kind of sucks. But still, Andrew Wiggins is an amazing player. So I like the trade for the Miami Heat. Still wait and see for the Golden State Warriors. But hopefully it all works out. I'll catch you guys in the next one though. The next one being probably in a couple hours because this NBA trade deadline is just so insane. I expect Kevin Durant to be the next one traded. So if you made it this far in the video, my next video will probably be a Kevin Durant trade. I can feel it, and that's what I'm, sensing right now. I do just want to give a shout out to Jimmy Butler though, because as a Celtics fan, man, we've had some battles for like the last 5 or 6 years. Every single time playing, I don't even know how many, series we've played against the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler in the last 6 years, but I know it's over 4. And they've all been just amazing. And Jimmy Butler is like the main reason for this. I mean, just like the captain says, Jimmy Butler's time in Miami was special. First NBA Finals in 2020 appearance since LeBron era. First number 8 seed to reach an NBA Finals since 1999. Led Miami as first play-in team to make the NBA Finals. Led Miami to 3 conference finals in 4 seasons. Insane. And then went to the second NBA Finals within 4 seasons in 2023. Jimmy Butler, I'm gonna be honest. I think he's gonna retire without a ring. But he's been to 2 NBA Finals, leading his team that honestly didn't even belong there. Pat Riley never got him that second star that he needed. I know Tyler Hero is emerging now, and he's an all-star now, but a little too late. But Pat Riley really never gave this guy a legitimate shot to win in finals. He was always, the underdog in both those NBA Finals series. But I just wanted to really give a quick shout out to Jimmy Butler because as a Celtics fan, I know that as a Celtics fan I'm supposed to hate Jimmy Butler, but I honestly do appreciate the battles. And it's sad that it's coming to an end, but hopefully if the Warriors are good enough, they could match up against the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals and we can get our get back. But shout out to Jimmy Butler, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one though. For real this time. Peace.